Mr. Mayor is not.
We are live.
He's sick. Looks like all the seats are empty.
Some reason it's
Looks pretty empty there.
It's just that is not a live feed unless we're invisible.
I don't normally photograph very well.
Our cloak of invisibility on.
He was trying to move his chair out, and James reminded him that he can move. You have to go all the way into the hallway.
Okay, duly noted.
read through the housing user report thing. There's people that say their house is haunted.
Yeah, some of the comments were pretty sad.
Yeah, it's rather depressing, actually.
Give me 1 second. Yeah.
Business on his and on Instagram.
I guess so, yeah. They're linked together.
Because you know, they were just talking about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's what it was about.
Oh, was it?
It was
I was gonna
showing
say, that wasn't
an
our stuff.
investment that she made into Bitcoin to some guy, saying thank you for helping me with my investment, and it shows the portfolio and how much money, and see me, and with a link to go to somebody else. Right.
I was thinking, yeah, the hairdressing. business
Okay,
is
I am ready to go.
Call the meeting to order. Adoption of the agenda of the November 6th, 2024 regular meeting council.
Make that motion, Deputy Mayor.
Second that, Mr. Mayor. Rule second by Councilor Willis. Adoption of the minutes. All those in favor, first of all. Adoption of the minutes of the October 16th, 2024 regular meeting council.
So move, Mr. Deputy Mayor.
Councilor Elliott, second by Councilor Gould. All those in favor? Motion carried. There are no petitions and delegations, unfinished business, none. Staff reports, 2025 schedule of regular and committee of the whole meetings of council. Going to refer to the
So before you is the proposed schedule for the regular meeting of council and the committee of the whole meetings for 2025. I had sent this out earlier in an email. I had no response from council as far as concerned, so I put it for you for approval. Once it's approved, then we put it in the newspaper and on the posting board downstairs and on our website. And just ask to approve it.
Make that motion.
moved by Councilor Gould, second by Councilor Elliott. Discussion.
Comment. Thank you for moving the committee of the whole meetings that go from Wednesday to Tuesday, because that accommodates my work schedule. Thank you for doing that.
So, all those in favor? 6.2, procurement of fire protection vehicles. Recommendation that council accepts the provision of 2 fire protection vehicles from the regional district of Smoke Marine Videos of here in the fire department. Going to refer to
It's James's report. Yeah, I'll fill this one. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Mayor. So, before council is a recommendation that we accept the provision of 2 fire trucks. Both are donation, well, not quite donations, they're grants from the regional district. So by definition, a senior level government can't donate money. It's a grant that they paid for the trucks and then they're giving the trucks to us for $0. They're to be used in the provision of wildfire protection, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, to, as they call type 6 trucks. Ed could probably speak a little bit better than I can on that. However, to receive goods, it still counts as an expense under accounting rules, so the expense has to be granted by council under purchasing policy. So, such is why we have this motion. So I'd ask council to approve it. Thank you.
Did you have a comment, Ed, or?
Only that during the summer of this year, the Forest Service requested our attendance to several fires. We were on call with them for 4 weeks, which is a crew and equipment ready to go out. We had to repurpose some of the retool some of the apparatus to be able to respond at their request, so that we were ready. And these vehicles will provide that, take those vehicles out of service for the regular fire operations.
Perfect, thank you. And we were given them.
Yes, these are $0 costs to the municipality.
I'll make that motion, Mr. Deputy Mayor.
Moved by Councilor Willis. Councilor Wade. Discussion.
Is there a question? With the recommendation that's there, I don't see that there's like, and the mayor and CAO to sign any necessary documents. Is that going to be needed? Like, 'cause I imagine there'll be transfer.
As a matter of course, as long as you guys accept the donation of these vehicles, there's not really any documentation to sign on behalf of the regional district.
Agreements of
So all those in favor? Motion carried. Item 6.3, building insurance contract. Recommendation that building insurance be procured from the Municipal Insurance Association of British Columbia for the period between November 30th, 2024 and November 30th, 2025 for the sum of $157,447.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Mayor. So,
Is that what we always pay?
no, and I'll get into that in my verbal report. So, thank you, Mr. Deputy Mayor. Some council meetings ago, council requested that I open up discussions for a new insurance provider for the municipality. We've had certain difficulties with our current insurance provider, with seeking proper reimbursement from the flood back in 2021, and their rates have skyrocketed. Now, insurance in general, the market for insurance has taken a lot of beatings. You've probably noticed some of that in the media, that natural disasters are on the increase, and homeowners insurance in general is definitely on the rise in Canada. The municipal insurance market is very small. There's probably 3 to 4 insurance companies total that do building insurance for municipalities. Right now, we go through a private insurance provider. JLT is the program. It's provided through the Aviva Insurance Corporation of Canada, which is brokered by Western Financial Group out of a branch office in Cranbrook, who specifically does us and probably, I think, 17 other municipalities. On the behest of council, I opened up discussions with the Municipal Insurance Association. They provide the municipalities liability insurance right now. The quotes came in. The more expensive quote by about $6,000 was the MIA program. However, the MIA program is a mutual insurance company run by municipalities, so it's actually owned by municipalities, operated by municipalities, and paid for by municipalities. So they service municipalities. Staff believes that having this type of program will benefit should we ever have a future claim in being able to assess damage. Their adjusters are based in Vancouver, as opposed to these ones who their entire headquarters are based in Toronto, and they rely on independent adjusters, which is some of the problem we're running into with this claim. And the Municipal Insurance Association has served us very well with their liability coverage. We get great rates through the liability, and they're fairly easy to deal with. So, yeah, it's a sad fact that our insurance has almost gone up by a factor of 4 times over the course of 4 years. But when I first started here, our entire building portfolio cost us $43,000. The fact that we've gone from $43,000 to $157,000, number one, shows that we've had a major loss. We're naturally paying for that. But the second issue is just how much insurance has gone up in Canada for the cost of climate change and wildfires, and floods, and things like that. So I wish we could have found something a little bit less expensive at market, but this is pretty much the cheapest program we can have. So I'm asking council to follow the recommendation and accept the quote for the Municipal Insurance Association, and so we can make arrangements to have our buildings insured as of December 1st. Thank you.
Are you aware of how long we have not been under municipal finance, insurance association?
I don't have that information. I'm not sure when. We've always had liability coverage to the MIA.
Mr. CAO,
Sorry, I missed the question.
are you aware of how long it's been since we haven't been with municipal finance?
Well, we've been with MFA, MIA, forever, I think, with their liability. But as far as our building insurance goes, at that, I'm not sure. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been.
Yeah, it just seems silly or whatever. Maybe not silly, but funny that,
Yeah, not too sure why we left in the beginning.
yeah.
It was probably a cost issue. Like I said, it's slightly cheaper, but
Well, in my mind, we wouldn't be going through the problems we're going if we were dealing with them, but was there a discussion for this?
I'll make that motion.
Moved by Councilor Elliott, second by Councilor Gould. Further discussion? All those in favor? Number 7, council reports. This is housing needs and poverty reduction survey. Draw for $350 gift certificate to Save on Foods. Mayor Coyne draws the willing name. Well, Mayor Coyne, the reason I'm sitting up here is because Mayor Coyne is sick today. So as a result of that, my responsibility to draw something. As long as it isn't.
Yeah, then doesn't qualify. Oh, just a first name, Jen.
Oh, we all know her.
Yes. I think with the email Coffin.
Jen.
Oh,
That's who the winner is.
yay. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Happy shopping. George will help you. Little reports. Councilor Elliott.
Okay. Good thing I called it up here. Just a few things to mention. On the 16th, I went to a meeting of the Two Rivers Event Society, kind of a debrief from their first ever official event. And aside from all the celebrating that took place at that meeting, I think they're going to do some serious
unpacking of the event and come up with some plans for another event in the future, but it was very important to have a meeting and discuss what went well and what didn't go well. On the 19th, I attended the Writers Festival at the library. I'm part of the Arts Council, part of the library board. So I was also asked to be a presenter at the Writers Festival. So I read a couple of things from an upcoming book of mine. And it was well received, not my piece. Well, I guess my piece was, but the event itself, there were, I would say 25 writers who attended this. And it sounds like it could be something the Arts Council will consider doing on a regular basis. It was the first time that they've reached out to that segment of the community. And I think they were quite impressed with the way that turned out for them. Speaking of the Arts Council, I went to their first meeting on the 22nd of the new executive. A lot to discuss. It was a 3-hour meeting, but they did cover a lot of stuff. Then on the 26th, I thought of Councillor Gould quite a bit. I was in Osoyoos for a sober party, sponsored in part by the Community Foundation of South Okanagan Similkameen and hosted by a group of people that I know called the Free Spirit Society. It was a black and white sober party in Osoyoos. And the funny part was that it was over and we're all going home and going to bed by 8 that night. It was a Friday night, but it was well received. And the South Okanagan Similkameen Community Foundation was very proud to sponsor that event. And one last thing, I attended lunch today at the Métis Association. They've started their weekly lunches again, and I try to attend that just to keep a connection with our friends there. And that's my report.
Thank you. The reference to Councillor Gould to do with the sober.
Yes. She'll know exactly why I made that reference, because they were serving mocktails. Yes.
Promote,
For me?
just to promote that there's like sometimes a different way of thinking about that.
You just thought it.
Not calling me out, saying,
No, far from.
that's not calling me
Certainly
out.
not my intention. Not my intention at all.
I don't think we should clarify that. My other question was 25 writers from Princeton?
Yes, yes, and
The town of Princeton.
yeah, and
Or area.
yeah, and we suspect there's probably a whole lot more that didn't even know about the event. So yeah, it's as you know, it's a very the valley itself is very rich in arts and culture, and this is one example of that.
Still surprising me that 25 people are writers with.
Yep.
the community.
Yep.
That's great. Alrighty, Councillor Willis.
Other than our regular meetings, I don't have any new meetings to report. Our posse, we've been at our posse games and we're flying right along, so.
Perfect. Thank you, Councillor Gould.
I have nothing to report.
I have almost nothing to report except I studied economic development down in Las Vegas and Los Angeles. And I think we're on the right track with we have a little different habits in terms of alcohol consumption. Some of those people need to go to your meeting. You get up at 9 o'clock in the morning and people are drinking, whatever. Anyway,
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
it should stay in Vegas. believe me. Alrighty, that's everything I have. Correspondence receive and file, housing needs survey results and letter from UBCM.
Make that motion, Mr. Mayor.
Councillor Willis, second by Councillor Gould, discussion. Councillor Elliott.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that if you haven't looked at the results, I'm assuming this is available for the public. Just even if you don't look at the stats and you just read the comments, it'll give you a real window into what's going on. Some really sad comments. One here says, "No place or room for a table to have my adult children over for dinner." Natural disasters leading to our business not being profitable. Homeless people living in our garage, it might catch the whole building on fire. Some really, really sad situations going on as far as housing in our community. And the stats, of course, back it all up, but the comments give you the human element, and it's very sad.
I just would, sorry, Counselor.
Carrie has a
I
comment.
just wanted to mention that this is just the survey results, and the actual housing needs report will be coming to council, I believe, December 4th, first meeting in December.
I guess my comment is I think every strategic planning meeting where we have housing is, if it isn't at the top of the list, I don't know what is. It's on our minds. We're doing everything we can. I believe we have a huge number of developments that are gonna open a number of doors. If all of them come through, I think we're gonna be sitting a lot better than what we were. And yes, those are higher end things, but in my mind, what it enables is that people that are in the poorer, lower grade ones will be able to move a notch up, making room for people on the lower end to be able to get, sufficient housing kind of thing. So I guess we just, a message like that just encourages us to keep on going, doing what we're doing and don't stop, sort of thing. The correspondence, action requested, none. Bylaws and resolution.
Call the question on the receive and file. Thank you.
Yeah, receive and file for, receive and file.
I have a mover and a seconder, I just need to know if it's carried.
All in favor? Motion carried. It moves me down my mind to motion to close, that the meeting be closed to the public for the purposes of considering the following: labor relations or other employee relations, and negotiations and related discussions respecting proposed provision of municipal service that are at their preliminary stages, and that in view of the council could reasonably be expected to harm the interest of a municipality if they were held in public.
Make that motion, Deputy
Moved
Mayor.
by Councilor Gould, second by Councilor Elliott. All those in favor? Carried. We need a motion to adjourn.